Hi, I'm Carla.
And I'm Andrea.
Together we are the Wedding Women.
Today we'd like to talk about something so special.
Oh, yes.
Yes. You know how they say in love, like, choose well thy love and love thy choice? Well, that's what it is with the bridal too. You have to choose your dress well and love your choice.
Love it.
Because,
you know what? You choose it when you're here, you're going to love it.
yes.
No second guessing yourself
You
once
have
you
to
leave
have
the store.
confidence, and all sales are final because when you make us responsible for the dress, then we have to pay for the dress, and you have to pay for the dress, and everyone's happy.
Right?
Yeah, so all sales final,
if
right?
If you're old enough to get married, you're old enough to make a choice. Love your choice.
Yes.
You
All
love
sales final.
your sweetie, so
Perfect.
love your dress.
Okay, the next thing we want to talk about is budgeting with alterations. That's really important, right, Carla?
Oh, your whole wedding needs to be done on a proper budget.
Right. You have your dress that might be, a little bit, right?
Right?
Yes.
Right.
Might be that many little dollar signs, which is great, but then what happens if you're not 5'9"? It's a problem.
Oh, yeah, because everything is made for someone 5'9", even with a little heel being 5'9".
So with a hem on your gown, you could spend, unless you wear if you're 5'4", then you need 4-inch heels-ish, 5-inch heels to get you to 5'9".
maybe 6.
Or we can do what's called a hem, where we bring the front of the gown up, where we take
Right.
all the lace off the front. We move it all the way up, and you don't lose anything.
Reapply it.
But it's a lot of work. So that can run you anywhere from $150 to maybe $300, right?
Or more.
Or more. Yeah.
We go up to $350 in here.
Yeah. So that's what we do. And then also, sometimes you need the sides taken in. The sides taken in are also a lot of work because there's so many layers in a dress, right?
Again, usually the lace has to come off, be reapplied.
And all
You
the
take
side
it
seams.
on the side seams.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
It is. And what you don't see is that lots of times just for the outside, there's 2 to 3 layers, plus the layers inside that all have to be altered as well.
Plus the beading, plus the lace on top.
Yep. And
It
when you
is
hem a
crazy.
dress, you don't just hem the outside layer that you really see. There's layer upon layer upon layer that
There
all
might be
have to be hemmed.
12 layers that you might not see from the onset. So
One of our ball gowns has 25 layers in it.
that's
all
right.
have to be hemmed.
So that's anywhere from $75 to probably $100 to take in the sides, which is very reasonable if you shop around.
Yes.
So then the last thing we have is the bustle.
Bustles.
What's a bustle, Carla?
A bustle is when we pull it up in the back. So you wear it down with the long train for your ceremony, for pictures,
Yes.
and then for the reception, you're going to want to bustle your dress. That's where we pull the back up. It still has a little bit of drag, but it needs to be bustled up so that nobody goes for a ride on it. Grandpa doesn't trip on it.
And it's $15 a point
Every time it's brought up.
every time it's brought up.
Usually a dress has anywhere from 2 to 6, so
2 to
that's
6
$30 to
bustles.
$90 for a bustle.
Exactly. So if you're looking in cost wise for alterations, it's anywhere from $150 to $300 to do a hem, or the sides $100, or the bustle is $15 a piece. So you kind of have to add that into your budget. You don't have to pay that when you're purchasing the dress. That will come when the dress comes
You
in.
pay it when you're ready to do your alterations, but
Yeah.
also our brides spend anywhere from usually around $300 to $450 in alterations.
And sometimes less. Sometimes we can do a custom fit, but even with a custom fit, the factories will get it as close as possible, but sometimes we still need to bring the sides in, and sometimes the hem is almost there. They guarantee us like a plus or minus of an inch, what can make a difference. So,
Right, it
so,
can.
So we do our
And-
best to measure, and then we go from there.
And when you're thinking about your overall budget for your wedding, don't lower your budget on your dress. There's other ways to get the
costs.
right to cut costs.
That's right.
Yeah, because your dress is something you're going to keep, and it's going to be in your pictures for the rest of your
iconic.
life.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
a beautiful thing.
It is.
We think they're beautiful things.
They
yes,
are gorgeous, but they do cost a lot of money, and you need to put that in your budget as well. Think about your venue and where you can maybe make some cuts there, or with your flowers or your food or other places.
So when you come in, we'll ask you what your budget is, and we'll try really hard to stay within that budget. We won't go over your budget unless you give us permission to do so. We want you to be happy, and we want you to be able to include alterations and everything like that. So I think that's about it, right?
I think so, but
So-
really do try hard to have an honest budget with your dress.
That's right.
When a bride comes in and says her budget's about $500, that's a little challenging.
It's a little challenging. It's very challenging.
Yes.
But we love all our brides, so
We
we try
do.
really hard, but you got to consider alterations. And then you have a happy bride.
Yes.
So everybody's happy, right?
It's super important. We want everyone to love their dress, love their choice,
Yes.
love their sweethearts.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
All right, so that's it for today. So we'll see you all next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.